Hi everybody, Jason here, and today we're going to be doing another little unboxing. So this one's a little bit special as I've got a really cool thing here that I didn't actually think that I was going to get a hold of. I didn't even know that it existed, to be quite honest with you. But anyway, it's a 2016 San Diego ComiCon exclusive Pokemon 20th anniversary figure of Pikachu and Ash. That was a lot. Sorry, it's a bit of a slog. Sorry, I was closing my door. But anyway, I walk into GameStop and basically I know that they're doing like some sort of combination deal with San Diego Comic-Con, but I actually didn't have any idea as to what they were doing. Walk in and I see this guy, and there's like little to no interest in it, but of course I'm interested in it, so that's all that matters. Now, the manager at that store and probably a lot of other people are going to kill me for what I'm about to do, but yes, I'm going to open this. I can't not. I don't think that... I think that I've said it before, but I am definitely the type of collector that likes to be able to play with my toys. Like, I don't buy any of this stuff to resell it. I buy it purely so I can enjoy it. And I mean, I am still collecting it. It is still like it serves a purpose for me, but not for anybody else, and that's okay. It's like if I ever want to sell it, I mean, they'll just have to accept the fact that it is already pre-loved. But anyway, oh, sorry. Let me just go over a couple things real quick, or let me just make sure. It basically says, a trainer's journey never ends. Each generation befriends new Pokemon and battles new dangers. Explore the world of Pokemon. So Pikachu and Ash. Ash's constant companion and best friend Pikachu is an electric-type Pokemon who's been with Ash since his first days as a trainer. And that's basically it. It says, yeah, that's it. So it is a limited edition item. It follows a lot of the theming that the Pokemon 20 anniversary has had so far. So the box is not uncommon for something that I've seen before. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can't get this out without breaking them. Basically, this is what I was sort of viewing right now. It's like I'm pulling them by the legs. That doesn't seem... Oh. Well, Ash lost his head. But that's okay. It's a pretty easy fix. We got a couple accessories here. That will pop out. And then we also have, of course... Jeez. Alright, sorry. Be right back. Alright, we also have, of course, a little Pikachu. The nice thing about this is that I could potentially put everything back in the box just the way that it came, and I would be none the wiser. But that's a decision that I'll make another time. But anyway, to start off with, we have Ash Ketchum, Sans hat, and that's just because, you know, Pikachu has it. There is some decent articulation, and it's got like, what, the locking sort of, a little bit of locking to the joints so that at least they stay where they're supposed to be. So he's got like twisting wrists and bending shoulders and elbows, and then he has no like side-to-side movement on the waist, but he's got, you know, flexible legs at the knees and then nothing at the foot. The one thing that I will say for this is that from the back, it actually looks pretty okay as far as the character goes, but then when I look at it like from the front, oh, and I forgot, he actually twists in the middle of the arm as well there. From the front, it looks a little bit weird. So there's the back, but from the front, Ash looks a little bit strange. Let me see if I can't allow it to zoom in a little bit better. I know that I've had some issues with that lately. But anyway, so and let me get a sort of like pan up his body there just a little bit. hopefully that works out just fine. But yeah, his face looks a little bit odd, and I know it's a toy, but it almost seems like he's got very long legs and then a really tiny head. But I don't know if it's just the fact that he's missing his hat. And then there's Pikachu here, who, when you check him out, the hat, you know, it sits perfectly for Pikachu. Pikachu looks fantastic. There's really no posability in Pikachu. Pikachu is just a solid lump of plastic. He's just meant to be completely adorable, and that's okay by me. But when you put Ash and Pikachu together, it almost seems like that hat would fit just about as well on Ash as it does on Pikachu. So that's a little bit funny. But anyway, so as far as what else we got, we have a Pokedex. And I want to say that that looks like a fairly new model of Pokedex. Like, it reminds me of the Kalos version, honestly. And then we have a little tiny Pokeball. And if you look inside his hand here, there's a little recess. Sorry, that probably didn't even capture at all. There's a little recess for the Pokeball to actually sit in. So he can actually hold the Pokeball, which is nice. I like that. And then his hand looks as if it is angled in a way to allow him to actually hold and carry the Pokédex. Oh my god, that is tiny. Let's try that again. So I guess, technically, yes, he can hold the Pokédex. It's a little bit difficult because they didn't give it any sort of, like, plug to plug it in. It just sort of is held in by the hand, and it's kind of slippery. Like, you do sort of have to, like, place it a specific way. So, like, if you see, like, how far down he's actually holding it, like, that's basically the only way that I can have him hold it where it'll actually stay in his hand. But that's, you know, only if he's not currently in motion. Or standing still. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It is neat, but at the same time, I do kind of wish that... Sorry, I'm like trying to pose it just a little bit, but it's not quite. The pose that I'm ending up with is not what I would consider proper. Basically, he's just kind of like squatting there. I do kind of wish that I had a little bit of, I guess, like, hip movement to him. Because if I did, then I'd have a little bit more options as far as like how I could actually pose the character. As it stands right now, I can't really give him what I would call an action pose. He's sort of restricted to just sort of standing there. And yeah, I mean, he can hold the Pokeball just fine. But, you know, it's iffy. Like, I'm glad that this wasn't necessarily that expensive. It makes it at least worth it, because I think I paid about $20 for this, which is not bad to me. $20 is a perfectly reasonable price to pay for something of this nature, especially with the fact that it's part of the Pokemon 20th Anniversary Collection, and it's an exclusive item. I could imagine that something like this could end up selling for a lot more down the road to those diehard collectors, which, you know, I would be one of them, but if I hadn't seen this at the shop, I probably wouldn't have bought it. If I saw it online and I saw it for like 50, 60 bucks, I wouldn't even touch it. Now that I've actually even like touched it and played with it, that makes that statement even more true. But $20, buying it brand new, myself, from a store that I could just walk into and pay for it, I feel like is completely justified. I'm going to grab the camera real quick, so excuse the forward momentum. But basically, this is what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so right here we have, little Pikachu looking adorable with the hat. I think this is actually the best part of it. And then we have, of course, Ash Ketchum. I've got him holding the Pokeball, I've got him holding the Pokedex, and then it's just his face. Like, that's the only thing that I'm really, like, kind of concerned about. And if you compare, like, his face to, like, an actual two-dimensional image of Ash without the hat, I mean, obviously there is one of them that is slightly more natural. But anyway, just to finish this off, I mean, I'm glad that I picked it up. I definitely like Pokemon collectibles. It has a place on my shelf of Pokemon-type toys right over there. That isn't all of them. I've got a lot more. I don't even know why I'm qualifying that, but that's fine. It'll live with me, and that'll be perfectly fine. Ash. This is actually my first Ash Ketchum figurine. I have never really bought any of the Pokemon toys. I've just been buying, like, I've bought Pokemon toys, but never, like, an Ash Ketchum figurine. Like, I've got, like, some of the collectible ones that came out for the Pokemon 20, and I've got my Pokemon badges, but I'd never actually bought any of the figurines from the characters themselves. But anyway, let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you actually made it to San Diego Comic-Con. I've actually never been to a Comic-Con, so this is like the closest that I've ever gotten to purchasing from the show floor. Let me know, like, if you picked this up or if you were interested in picking it up. Are you angry at me for opening up a collector's edition thing that was exclusive that I somehow got without even being in San Diego? But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Bye! Business Pikachu recommends that if you like this video, you click the like button, and if you want to see more updates on when new videos come out, click the subscribe button. Let me know down below what you think of the video too. Otherwise, I think Pikachu might have some ideas about what his quote-unquote dragon cohorts might do to you. I want this in reality. This needs to be, like, replace my cats. Give me one of these. No, don't replace the cats. I love cats. Cats, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I don't know how he does it.